Well, we need the rain. We're between 1 and 2 inches below where we should be for the month of September, and we're several inches below where we should be by this point for the entire year for precipitation. Unfortunately, we don't have any really great rain chances in the short-term forecast. We just continue with this gorgeous stretch of weather. It's great to get a lot of things done outdoors, but again, we do need the raindrops sooner than later. Unfortunately, not in the store for our Thursday. Another bluebird sky. Temperatures warming up from the 50s in the morning into the 80s for the afternoon. High school football games Friday evening. Well, it's going to be a warm one. Temperatures likely in the low to mid 80s for the start of those football games Friday evening, and only cooling down to the mid 70s for the end of those games rain free. It's not until the weekend that we put up a 20-30% chance of 1 or 2 showers around Michiana, though it looks like most of us stay completely dry for Saturday. But you'll have to really find a green dot showing up with First Alert Weather Feeder Track as we transition into the first part of the weekend. And it is the first part of the weekend. Here we are paused Saturday at 7 a.m. where we'll start to introduce some extra cloud cover around Michiana, likely waking up to more clouds than sunshine for the first half of the day. And then as we transition into football at Notre Dame Stadium, 3:30 p.m. kickoff right here on WNDU. The Irish facing the Boilermakers. Purdue, again, a second home game for the Irish of this season happening this Saturday. And we will start to break apart the clouds. We'll keep a 20% chance of a shower around Michiana, but I expect most, if not everyone, staying completely rain-free for Saturday. And as of right now, I don't anticipate any real big changes to that forecast going forward. Then as we close out the weekend for Sunday, we'll see some slightly higher rain chances trying to build late in the afternoon and into the evening as a front begins to approach us from the west. Maybe 1 or 2 stray showers or thunder showers to end out our weekend, with higher rain chances right now looking like early next week. Monday into a portion of our Tuesday could feature our best chance of rain early in the week. And behind that cold front, what that'll do is drop our temperatures from the 80s this weekend into the 70s early next week. But what I do want to highlight now in First Alert weather is potentially our next First Alert that could arrive sometime next Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday with some slightly cooler temperatures and potentially some wetter weather. It all has to do in exactly when and where this area of low pressure decides to cut itself off from the jet stream and just kind of meanders over an area for a certain period of time. Some data suggests it stays down by the Ozarks. Other data says, hey, this hangs out around the Great Lakes states, and the exact placement of this will determine who gets the rain, who gets the cooler temperatures, and who returns back into the 80s as we wrap up September.